Natural hazards. A natural hazard is threat to people or property. You often see natural hazards on the news. A natural hazard is a natural process which could potentially cause death, injury, or disruption to humans, or even destroy property and possessions. A natural disaster is a natural hazard that has happened. Extreme events which do not pose a threat to human activity are not counted as hazards. For example, a drought in an uninhabited desert. There are two main types of natural hazards. These are geological and meteorological hazards. Geological hazards are caused by land and tectonic processes. They include volcanoes and earthquakes. Meteorological hazards are caused by weather and climate. They include tropical storms and other extreme weather events like heat waves and cold spells. Different factors will affect the hazard risk from natural hazards. Hazard risk is the probability of people being affected by a hazard in a particular area. There are a few factors that can affect hazard risk, and they include vulnerability, capacity to cope, and the nature of the natural hazards. Vulnerability. The more people that are in an area exposed to the natural hazards, the greater the probability that they will be affected by the natural hazard. For example, an area with a high population in a floodplain is vulnerable to flooding caused by extreme weather. Capacity to cope. The better a population can cope with an extreme event, the lower the risk of them being severely affected. For example, higher income countries are better able to cope with flooding because they can afford to build flood defenses and evacuate people. Nature of natural hazards. The first to consider is the type. This is the risk from hazards is greater than others. The second to consider is the frequency. This is the natural hazards that occur more often and carry a higher risk. The third to consider is the magnitude. The more severe the natural hazards, the greater the effects.